Good morning, everybody, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for September 13th, 2016. This is Tina with 85th House Vibrations. Before we get started, I want to give a special shout out to my mom. Today's her birthday. Happy birthday, Mama Bear. I hope it's a good one for you. So let's go ahead and get started. Today we have the High Priestess. We've got the Ten of Coins. And we've got the Strength card. Both the Ten of Coins and the Strength card are reversed. There's no mistaking that this reading today is definitely about using your intuition. This is not going to be about your logical mind today. We kind of want to 86 that pretty much, not all together, but we definitely want to be more concerned with our intuition, with our subconscious thoughts. Pay attention to dreams that you may have had in the past few days. If you are a person who understands and works with symbols and synchronicities, I will definitely pay attention to those. So what I see today is not forgetting what we just said about the High Priestess. We've got the Ten of Coins reversed. With the Ten of Coins reversed, this could be talking about boredom with a particular routine. You might be feeling bored in a relationship, and I'll come back and address some of that in a minute. There may be a lack of resources. So today, I definitely want to say, be aware of the money you spend. Don't try to go all out today. Don't try to break the bank. Don't buy up the bar. Really, really trust your intuition. What is your subconscious mind saying to you? A lot of times it's difficult to access the subconscious, but today it should be pretty clear. It should be a lot clearer than it usually is. So that niggling that you have in your head, pay attention to that around money, around your physical relationships. Now, I want to say too, if you are feeling bored in a relationship, if you're feeling that maybe that things aren't moving the way that you want them to and you're no longer excited, I would think twice before trying to exit the relationship. While you don't want to take risks in things with your money and your resources, and you don't want to take risks with, maybe you hadn't exercised in 5 years and now you want to go to try and run 2 miles on the track. Well, you don't want to dive in head first with those type of risks. However, if you're feeling bored in a relationship, I would definitely encourage you to try some new things today. Don't just try to back out. Give that relationship more of a chance and try some new things today. But try to make sure that those things don't cost a lot of money. Avoid scammers today. If somebody is offering you, if you're trying to increase your resources or your finances, and somebody comes to you with a proposition, I would beware of that person today, especially if it costs you money to make money. I would definitely run the other way if that comes up. Invest carefully. in order to avoid any financial failure. Some of us could be feeling lonely as we go back and revisit relationships. And with that, let me go ahead and bring in the strength card, and then I'll go back and address some of these other things. With the strength card reversed, we could be talking about a lack of self-esteem. We could be talking about feeling vulnerable, um, loss of control over our raw emotions. So, from a relationship standpoint, you may be feeling inadequate, and you may be feeling that your partner might be bored with you or no longer interested in you because for whatever reason you've lost your self-confidence within this relationship. You've lost your self-esteem, and you're feeling as if your partner no longer has that desire for you, or your partner may be feeling that way about you. So with the strength card, you really want to try to draw on your inner strength and understand that you are enough. And anybody who says that you aren't enough, then, maybe you should be looking somewhere else. Now, when we get back to money and finances, and I said before, be very careful today of how you use your resources, how you spend your money. Um, the strength card could be suggesting that you're unable to be self-disciplined around that. And with the high priestess here saying that your your instincts, your intellect, your intuition is on point. You may not be um, um, self-disciplined enough to trust that. And I want to say too, with the 10 of coins reversed, and this is Mercury in Virgo, and we've currently got Mercury retrograded in Virgo. While Virgo is practical and Virgo is tangible, and Virgo is about the things that we can see and touch and taste and smell and hear. Like I said before, this is you don't really want to go with that today, especially with Mercury being retrograded. All the things that are coming to us right now within this energy of Mercury retrograde in Virgo, no doubt, um, is not going to be what we think it is. What it looks like is not what it is. So we definitely want to trust our intuition more than we trust the things that are tangible. I can't stress that enough with Mercury retrograded in Virgo right now. Um, some of us could be experiencing some setbacks due to the lack of our willpower, the lack of strength to control our finances, to control our resources. Some of us might just continue to completely ignore what our gut is telling us about. Don't spend it, don't buy it, don't get it, don't go there. And we're like, no, 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 no. Today is all about me. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to do what I want to do. Today, that is a mistake. There are always times when you should treat yourself. There are always times when you should, go and have some fun and maybe do something a little bit extra. But today is not that day. It's going to be very important that you maintain self-control over what you do today, over what you put out, because you may not be getting as much back in. The other thing with the strength card is the inability with the strength card reversed. If you look at that, if the strength card was upright, you see a lady there, and then you see the tiger who represents the beast. And it looks like she's got him chained up. Well, reversed, she's not in control. The beast is in control. And again, this is a lack of self-discipline. This is a lack of willpower. This is a case where the beast is in control. We've got to control the beast within us today, and we've got to use our intuition to do that. For those of us that are looking for a relationship, dismiss your self-doubt. The strength card may be saying that you are, like I said, feeling self-doubt. You are feeling inadequate. The thing about the high priestess, though, when the high priestess appears in a reading, the high priestess has some strong sexual overtones controlled by the moon, and the moon has some things to do with sex as well. But what it also does is some of us may be really, really attractive, especially the females. The people may be throwing themselves at you today. You may be extremely attractive to other people, but your self-doubt and your feelings of inadequacy may be keeping you from taking the lead, may be taking you from feeling the strength to go out there and get who or what it is that you want. Trust your intuition once again and draw upon your inner strength, because the inadequacy that you feel is really not real. And even if you're having setbacks in relationships or setbacks with your finances and resources, it's very temporary, and it's really not as bad as it seems, but you still want to be in control of the beast. You want to exercise self-control. Even if you're going out to find somebody, don't just settle for the first thing that approaches you, because you've been feeling inadequate and you don't feel like you can have more. I mentioned earlier, there may be scammers. There may be people that are bluffing you, are actually lying to you about what it is that they can offer you, what it is that they can give you, share with you. So in that case, use your intuition. Don't settle for less. Your feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt are not real. You are more than able to get what it is that you want if you exercise self-control, if you exercise self-discipline. Also in relationships, some of us can be doubting if there are new relationships that are happening. Some of us can have doubt as to whether or not this is a relationship that can be long term. We may just be looking for something casual, somebody to have fun with, somebody to be around, but not necessarily, you may not want to know what their, you may not want to know what the sharing of everything with another person is like. You may not want to share the same address with that person. You may not want to be signing the same tax returns information at the end of the year with that person. You may only be looking for something casual and fun at this time. So I think now that I've probably addressed. Oh, I want to say one more thing. Feelings of inadequacy can often cause us to act aggressively. And I mentioned that earlier about lack of control over raw emotion. Sometimes when we feel like we're backed in a corner and we're feeling vulnerable, we can come out swinging, and we can be very aggressive. Think about an animal who feels like he's being threatened and he's afraid. He can come out guns a-blazing. So be aware of that as well. Trust your instincts. You've got the wisdom, you've got the inner knowledge, and you've got the understanding, even if you feel like you don't. It's there. When the high priestess shows up, especially in the upright position, this shows that what you think that you know, those underlying that niggling, is tried and true. So please trust in that today. So as we add up the numbers and to wrap this reading up, we've got 2 plus 10 is 12, plus 8 is 20. And we reduce we add 20 to plus 0, which brings us back to 2. 2 is the number of the high priestess. So the high priestess rules this reading. Intuition rules this reading. The subconscious rules this reading, not the logical. And twos are also about harmony, um, and the coming together of two. So, I do feel a lot of this is about interactions between two people today, whether or not it's in an intimate relationship, whether or not somebody comes to you with the offerings of something. I do feel like that this is interactions between two people. So, do everything to rely on your inner self and your inner notions, and don't just jump into anything head first. And that's the way I see it. And I hope to see you guys again tomorrow.